Welcome to Episode 4 of the Mirandus Farmer's Almanac. I'm your host Santa, and co-hosting with me is Mecro. Today we discuss Chubbies and Mecro's brief dive into this NFT community and how you can have a chance to win one. Butcher shops, their high demand, and a little on how they may work. Then we will tackle the building deed plot ratio. And finally, how to play to earn in Mirandus may not work the way you think. Alright, let's listen in. What's up, dude?
Hey, man. Glad
Welcome-
to be back, bro.
Welcome to Episode 4.
Yeah, episode 4.
I missed you last week, man. I had to solo it. So you're you're an admin in the Chubbies now, man. You're
Soloing it, I mean, I think you got better results. A lot of folks were telling me that, they were watching your podcast on YouTube and everything. So congrats, bro. I see that you're doing the heavy lifting.
I just hope I hope people are entertained and enjoying it, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm going for. So,
But to answer your question, yeah, absolutely. I was over at the Chubbies. You know how we were kind of touching on a couple of the NFT projects lately? Well, this one kind of fell on my lap. I got to give major props to the CyberKongs because I got it in their Discord. So jumped over to the Chubbies, fell in love with the fucking Chubbies.
I know, dude. That's all I've been hearing, like more Chubbies than anything else with the NFTs. Like, I thought that like CoinGecko I read something in there with them. I think the Mood Cats were in there and CoinGecko too. But then the Bad Crypto podcast, I listened to them and they didn't say much about it. They didn't say anything bad. They didn't say anything good, but they mentioned it, right? So there's another mention of the Chubbies, like coming
Chubbies
out
are
abroad.
Everywhere. The Discord's blown up. We're like kissing 3,000 people right now on our Discord that are engaged. Pretty dope.
Well, tell us a little bit about it, man. I mean, it's Mirandus, right? I ain't got a whole lot to talk about. I got some important stuff I want to say, but this is what you've been up to. What have you been up to? Anything good? Anything fun with them and all that?
Yeah, there's a lot of fun. So first of all, I want to tell everyone there's a giveaway. So there's more than one giveaway. We're going to be giving away 5 Chubbies. And BW Punks, which is the guy behind it, he loves the Chubbies and wants to not give like bad Chubbies to people. So it's like good Chubbies that are going to be given away through
like rare
sorry?
Chubbies, like rarer Chubbies.
Yeah, like kind of rare Chubbies. There's going to be I know there's going to be at least one shiny that's worth more than 1 ETH currently. I think I don't want to give it away, but I know that there's going to be maybe more than 2 shinies. And then the rest are going to be like basically medium. So either like you're looking at like 3 regular, 2 shinies, or like 3 shinies, 2 regular.
Right on.
So it's a lot of ETH. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to be giving them away in Twitter. We're going to be doing a Twitch. We're going to be doing a Clubhouse. Have you heard about Clubhouse, by the way?
No, I don't really know much about the Chubby. I try to stay away from the NFT stuff, but there's
Clubhouse
it's fast
is
money,
actually,
man. But
it's an app on Apple or on iOS, I should say, where people. It's an invite-only app or something like that our community was explaining to me, and a lot of crypto guys will meet up and start like meetups where they'll just like talk. It's like a live podcast because it's not like recorded type thing.
Sure.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that over there to try to get some people there too. And then everything's going to go down on Twitch. We're going to have a live stream for an AMA with the artists. So that's going to be really cool.
Oh, here. I pulled up some pages. I'll screen share those. So this is their website, chubbies.io, right? Because I'm hearing about these things everywhere. So they look ridiculous to me. I'm not an NFT guy. I mean, I like NFTs, but I'm just how hot and popular these things got.
They all move, bro. They're not like boring NFTs. They're cute and fun NFTs.
So what? 10,000, right? Oh, they've all been sold too.
All of them.
Okay.
The last wave, if you scroll down to show like the curve on which they were pricing at, because if you see this intel, the price that the floor is at on OpenSea is going to make sense to you. It's going to be like, reading one and the other.
I pulled up OpenSeas too.
Yeah. So basically, if you look at
they're rank 5
prices,
now.
yeah,
They come up in rank a little bit since last time I checked.
Rank 5 overall, rank 1st new project, rank 2nd collectibles, right underneath CryptoPunks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Collectibles.
We're sitting at day 7 or day 8 now since launch.
Like 7,000%, almost 8,000%. All right.
Yeah.
Let's look at the activity then. Let's look at sales.
So the sales, you're going to be able to see a little bit of floor. You're going to be able to see some of the rares, some of snipes in there too. It really speaks for itself with Chubbies.
Yeah,
like
I'm sure there's, cool. I don't know. They all have these attributes, don't they? Don't a lot of these have like
they
special
do?
Sales
but the community has decided that rarity right now is based off of how they look, and how few of that look is available on the market, which is pretty reflective of rarity.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then there's Chubby rankings. So I like this one, man. So what? So this is a newer page, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a community made. I want to give a Hawk's Nest. This guy has a good following on Twitter. If you guys want to check him out, I'll share the info. Punjab, you could link it somewhere. But he got his web developers to make this community 100%, because everyone was kind of like asking like which one's rare, what do you guys think of mine, is mine nice? So he's like, well, let's figure it out. So now you can vote and compare two Chubbies, and then there's a voting kind of leaderboard.
So I'm voting for some of these. There's one that's like sparkling in the background. Is that like a shiny? Is that what that means?
So shiny would be the ones that have like white dots going around them in circles. Yeah, exactly. Shiny changes their color as well.
I'm not voting for it. I like that other one better.
This is pretty fun.
Yeah, dude.
So we're hoping for an integration inside a game. I've blasted the Gala Games Twitter today, or I mean, not the Twitter, the Twitch stream. Hi to everyone who tolerated my spamming. Thank you very much. And, we got mentioned. So I know Bitbender has seen us.
Everybody's seen these things. How can you not see them?
They're really cool. And you know what? I learned a lot about the NFT 20 staking pool with these guys, because the Mooncats, like I had invested in Mooncats. I don't know if we spoke about it on the podcast. We invested in Mooncats together in the past. So Mooncats 20 was the first time that I was introduced to this whole like staking NFTs and getting coins in exchange, and I totally brushed it off. I was like, what is this? I'm not going to put my Mooncat in there and get like coins. It makes no sense.
That's what I think of everything that comes out now.
Yeah, but honestly, we had an AMA in the Chubbies Discord with the core developers of NFT20.io. Super cool guys.
Okay.
Yeah, at Turtle and Jules. They're super awesome. They came in for an impromptu AMA in our Discord. Took the time to really explain how it works and how it's beneficial for a project. And like honestly, any NFT that is not leveraging NFT20.io's pooling, really, like honestly, they're behind. They need to catch up, and especially for collectibles. If you're looking at Hashmask, if you're looking at like any of those good like collections, you're gonna see a pool in there. So totally worth taking 5 minutes and getting the knowledge to understand like what's behind that.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, you're the pro at it, man, dude. You're picking all these winning projects. It's so funny. So awesome.
Yeah, pretty lucky. That's honestly just follow communities. Follow where it feels good.
That's what it's got to be, man. Just follow the groups.
Exactly.
How many Chubbies you got? You gonna say it?
So yeah, I can totally say it. So I have a couple in my wallet, but right now the most of my holdings is in Chubbies 20 coins, because we're going to heavily incentivize the use of Chubby 20 coins. We're going to be doing auctions straight on NFT20.io instead of passing by OpenSea. And you'll only be able to participate in those auctions by paying with Chubby 20. We're talking about like rarer Chubbies than what's going to be given away. And they're all going to be listed at the same time. So what's going to happen with that is you're going to have a lot of Chubbies to choose from and very limited coins. So it's going to give a good chance to anyone who's holding Chubby 20 coins to actually get a really good Chubby.
All right. Well, just, you can just text me over the information or Discord message me. And
100%.
we could throw it at the bottom. But let's get into some of this Mirandus topics, right? So they dropped the butchers.
I tried to snatch one.
No way,
I
dude.
saw it. Yeah. I saw it in the store. I saw it like for sale.
Oh,
I
you didn't see it sold out?
No, like it was actually, that's the thing. I'm pretty proud of myself. I was able to see it without the sold out sign.
Okay.
I hear that it was rare. A lot of people.
I don't think it's rare. This is gone, dude.
Yeah. But by the time that I clicked on Ethereum, I went into 404 error. Then I refreshed, and then it was sold out.
Right. Yeah. So. That's all I was hearing about, man.
Yeah.
And one guy was saying it's like they jacked it up 300% compared to the dairies or whatever else. Yeah.
And
anyways, they cut it by 50%, and it just created this immense FOMO. Like everybody's like, I gotta get one of these because it's for limited time. But
it's gonna be big.
I want to get into two different things, and the first thing is the buildings that go on the plot. So I think these prices might come down after a time. I think there's going to be a pullback on these. What do you think?
I think there's definitely a squeeze upon us.
Yeah, I just don't know when it will happen, but maybe when new buildings launch, right? So the bid
100% when new buildings launch. Sorry to just cut you on that thought.
Yeah.
Don't leave it. Don't leave it right away.
Yeah,
exactly.
Fire away, man.
You remember when they were saying that like we might have like naval related deeds as well?
Yeah.
So what's the numbers on that? So like for me, like I think that a lot of people who are holding a lot of these buildings, if they're going to see an opportunity open, they're going to want a piece of that, and maybe liquidating other buildings is going to be what makes sense.
I don't know, maybe, but there's a lot of money going on in Gala, dude.
Yeah.
Right? You never know. But what's important is, I'll see in trade or in the chats all the time about, what people's going to do with their buildings and, just buying it up with no thinking of deed to building ratio, plot to ratio. So just because you own one of these buildings doesn't mean there's going to be a place to put it. So Bitbender was on today and he was talking about that, which is good. I feel like this needs to be out more because there's like, you got to dig through hours of videos and tons of threads of text just to find somebody that might say, just because you have this building, there might not be room for it in the world. Right. Mm-hmm. And I think that should be said a lot more.
I think that it should be written. I think it should be like a written statement as well. Like we've brushed it under the table for a long time.
Yeah, well, there needs to be a frequently asked questions page, and that should be in the frequently asked questions.
Well, yeah, like on the website next to the store, like, hey, you know what? Like, if you buy this store, you might not be able to place it anywhere.
Yeah, it's just it comes all about the money, right? Renting it out. But I think that's all I really got to say about that. I just wanted to really push that to people, that just because you have this building, and this is what might drive that price down, you know what I mean? Just pull it back a little bit, being like, something else, I might want to get this. You might be more focused on a different area rather than just this butchery, or I don't know. There's a lot of guys out there just buying these buildings up and running just to fill their entire deed, and plan on running their entire deed.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be possible, man. That sounds
But a
like,
lot of people are talking like they're doing that, like a
yeah,
ton.
but I don't think it's going to be possible. unless
Oh, I
unless you
don't
got
know.
working hands. I mean, I don't know how much time people have got on their hands, but that's a lot of commitment, man, if it's simulation based, right?
I understand, but like you can still hire yourself the players.
Yeah, yeah, you
There's
could.
a ton of players that are waiting to be hired so that they can generate play to earn.
But are you, baby, is is your farm going to generate that kind of money with customers that you're going to have to pay people to bring you in the meat or farm the land or bring you the furs or ship in the food to your taverns? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch this get built, right? So many
And
unknowns.
a lot of people are kind of like not taking that part seriously either. I've seen, like, for example, they were hinting that CraneBot was going to be used inside Mirandus, and then CraneBot like went up in pricing for a while. It like doubled, and now it's falling right back down. It's down to point 0.1. For me, that's an indicator that automation of tasks on deeds is not for like first thing you think right now.
Absolutely. McCarthy even
So
said, NPCs, he doesn't really want to see much NPCs, but he does want to have use for those. So the Cranebot was mentioned once as being a spirit to harvest your land.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then that was kind of taken away.
And for ETH on the Gala Games website, it cannot be a mistake. I know I'm going back to it all the time, but there has to be a reason for why they think it's going to be worth 4 ETH.
It will do something. It's got to do something worth it, right?
So if then you can avoid hiring actual people, then that means that the salary of someone for doing automated tasks for I don't know how long would be less than like a part of 4 ETH. I don't know if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine the robot. I don't know. I know nothing. I know nothing,
So
right?
it's like buying a vending machine, right? As opposed to putting a human behind the counter,
Yeah, but the
and then
vending
you
machine works all the time, right?
exactly. So this crane bot is the vending machine. So that means that if 4 ETH is what the vending machine costs you, then you can kind of do the backward math to kind of figure out what they think that like how much it will produce.
I don't know. Then you got to do backward math like throughout different games because it's supposed to work in all the games, right?
Yeah, true that.
So who knows with that? Um, I want to jump into our next thing. Is there anything else we got here
No,
to
I'm good.
dissect? All right. This is the most important thing. I've been hammering. Like I sent messages to Adam Price. I sent messages to Bitbender. I asked him live today on a bunch of the AMAs he was doing, and got some answers out of this. So I feel like this is super important for the play to earn aspect of this game. So what do you think is going to be the currency in Mirandus?
We had another conversation about that, and was it in the Farmers Guild chat?
It might have been,
I think it might.
but
Eight
as a
decimals, right, Gala?
okay, Gala, right? It's not Gala. It can't be Gala.
It can't be Gala.
It can't be Gala because simply the gas fees, the transactions, right? And I say this because if you want to go and buy some bread from a bread stand,
It's going to cost you $15 to do the transaction.
right?
Yeah.
So I want to link this video too with Adam Price from the Galacon. And this is starting at the 18-minute mark. He's talking about a private blockchain. And Bitbender told me, listen, he misspoke when he said private blockchain. And it's not about private blockchain for me. It's Gala building their own blockchain to work within the game. This way, transacting within the game is free. So this is where it gets into messing with people's play to earn mentality. So you're not using Gala now. So now Gala is off the table for, cashing out, right? Cashing out, taking some profit to go somewhere else with your games or whatever you want to use Gala Profit for, right? So now within the game will have its own in-game currency within their own personal blockchain. And, you know, in that video, you heard them say like Townstar coin, Mirandus coin, and whatever the new game coin. And you don't need all those coins. You only need one coin. We'll just say G coin, right? They'd call it G coin. So if you're using G coin in this game, how do you get G coin? And this will be the money in the game to transact with, and transaction will be free. And everybody's trying to get this G coin, you know. Yeah, here's some bread. Yeah, here's the G coin, right? What do you do with this G coin? Well, this G coin's just to use in the game. And you buy this G coin with Gala. So you would go to the, I don't know how you do it. You go to the Gala site and buy some G coin for your account, right? Then you got G coin to play within the game. So this is where it's super important to me. Once G coin is in the game, where's the off ramp back to Gala?
Yeah, so well, probably straight up in the store like Second Life.
What do you mean?
Second Life had a currency that you could buy from their store and resell into their store.
Right.
So they become the exchange.
So, but how's that work in a decentralization with blockchain now?
If then you're looking at decentralization, you'd need to do a pool.
A liquidity pool, right?
A liquidity pool.
So there's that. I don't know how they're going to do that. I thought of it like maybe the same way Tether's used.
So do you think that Mirandus G coin will be purchasable with Gala, Polyant, Whale, whatever inside their liquidity pool?
And maybe Polyant, I don't know, but will they even have a liquidity pool? Because, you know, also Mr. Price at some points of the video mentions KYC. This might require KYC. Does that make sense? If you're doing liquidity pools. So liquidity pool could be one option if they're going to go that option. Another option that they might take that other games take is this is how Gala makes their money, right? It's like a mobile game. You use the money to buy the diamonds, to buy the stuff in the game. Pay to play, right? With no way out. The only way out is to buy the NFT, mint the NFT, and sell it on a secondary market. So you would need a liquidity pool, or you would that would be the only way, unless somebody did some sort of wrap from their blockchain, right? I don't know how to do it besides a liquidity pool. Is Gala willing to do a liquidity pool? So say even if it worked like Tether, like every Gala that you buy some Mirandus coin with, you know, every Gala is tagged to 1,000 Mirandus coins. So the ratio is like 1,000 to 1. So 1,000 Mirandus coin is one Gala, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a way to do a liquidity pool. But if you don't do a liquidity pool and you just have Mirandus coin pouring in there, you're also going to have runaway inflation. So I think that's important for people to know. I think that's super important for people to know when it comes down to the pay to play is what is Gala going to do when it comes down to you need a liquidity pool. And I asked Bedbender that, and he agreed. He doesn't know how it's going to happen. He just agreed that takes away from the pay to play earn if there isn't an off ramp out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping I would like anybody to ask at any AMA about this question, like, what's the off ramp from the Mirandus coin? And if that's even a thing. That's all I got. That's the most important question that I got with that.
That is that's literally the most important question, though.
It is, because the only way to get value out of your game is minting the NFT and pulling it off. Other than that, you can't get back to Gala after buying the coin without the liquidity pool.
And if I have coins, then I could make the item that you made in the equal time of grinding or whatever that you made it. So would I technically want to go buy it secondhand if there's a lot of these items being made?
Right.
Not sure.
Right. I mean, the more swords that you make, man, now you're flooding the market with swords. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest deal. There's other games that work like that. You know, I hope we're just playing a fantastic game and it's fun, right? But I would hope that we can get our value back out of it more easily than having to mint an NFT. But if this is a way that Gala needs to make their money, I understand that Gala needs to make money too, right? Because literally they're funded just with selling these NFTs right now.
Yeah.
So to keep producing, I don't know what other ways they can. I imagine they bring on new gamers or game developers and work with them and make more NFTs for other games. But I mean, they can make a lot if they wanted to by selling Mirandus coin for Gala, right?
Yeah.
But it would be really nice if they would just give us a liquidity pool to get out of Mirandus coin. And then that way you won't have to deal with inflation either in Mirandus coin.
You know what though? I think that selling Mirandus coin for Gala is not the best way either to create that in-game economy though.
No, it's not. It's not. I believe that's something that we might be getting to the round table with, something that they might discuss, or they already have solved, right? I don't know. Maybe they already have it solved. This is just one of my concerns with. Okay, here's this game. All right, we're not using Gala to transact. Oh, we're using Mirandus coin. Oh, I buy some Mirandus coin. Oh, how do I get back to Gala? There's no way, right? Without the liquidity pool or some way back onto it. So I thought that I just like to bring that to everybody's attention, something to think about.
Makes sense.
Right on. But, that's all I got on that too. Side note to end that, I got to talk to Mr. Nobody about, I think we might get him to come on the show.
Oh, Mr. Nobody on the show, man.
Yeah, cool. Man. Yeah, he was feeling it. I was like, yeah, come on, we'll talk about the Constitution. This week I wanted to get into talking about this guild more. What's going to happen with this guild more and the future of this guild and what that future might look like, right? Just, speculation stuff, some fun stuff to talk about. But I wanted to really get into this deed plot ratio with buildings and then, of course, this Mirandus coin or the G coin, whatever we call it.
And we didn't even talk about the usage of the butchery.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't talk about what that meat was like, what that's going to look like.
We're only at 27 minutes. We got some time.
We got a little bit of time.
Let's talk about it.
So, I kill the dire wolf. I need to grab his ass back to the butcher.
Oh yeah, you got to go through my wood shop to get a cart, so you can wheel his ass back to the butcher.
Makes sense.
Why do you think there's different tier sizes, right? All right, you got your meat stands. Obviously, your meat stands are going to come from the butcher, right? So you go buy from the butcher for your meat stands, and you sell your meat to meat stands. The butcher also can probably sell meat, or maybe his job is just to sell to meat stands. What's the larger butcher for? Isn't there what's the biggest one? Ain't there a big one?
Maybe all the mobs that you're going to kill are going to be slayable for parts, and the bigger they are, the larger butcher you need.
That might be good. So I don't know, here's some wolves, dude. You can't just take these wolves to a 10 by 10, right? You got to take them to the highest tier that break them down, and then you get some wolf parts, right? And then the other butcher cuts that up, and then he sells to the meat stands.
Bosses too, like big bosses being dropped on worlds, and then having whole citadels go out, try to beat this big boss, and then they
drag his ass to the butcher.
Drag his ass to the butcher.
We're just gonna eat some trolls, some giant trolls, or some giant cyclops.
Yeah.
That'd be all right. I mean, why not?
That'd be pretty cool because it takes a lot of assets to be able to take it on. But then once it's butchered, then everyone in the whatever took part of that would reap benefit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, which guaranteed it tastes like chicken.
It could be like all of the assets that are going towards it, like they're going somewhere and then they're being used while we're slaying that giant, and then we receive a payout once those assets have accrued interest or something. Like, how are they going to pay us, like, grow us? You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm being clear.
Wait, so break this down again. So
For example, like if there is the big instance where there's a large amount of people getting involved that go out to
right,
slay it, well, then that means that there's a large influx of rewards towards the players.
maybe that's just filling your bags full of meat and materials that thing drops.
Okay, yeah, true that.
And then I don't know, something rare drops. Maybe it's just a randomized smart contract and it drops in somebody's bag or something, right? So this ogre's got a sword. One of us is going to get this sword. And then everything else is just like, all right, grab up his body parts for meat and his clothes for materials and take them back and sell them
Really
to
looking forward to
tailor
it.
shops and butcheries. Yeah, dude, this so much good info. Dude, he showed a video today. He was like, I might get in trouble for this, but just how the forest grows. Did you get to see that?
Yeah, well, one time the trees are all fucked up and they're like on the ground and stuff.
Yeah, well, they just kept growing out. I don't know how fast the speed was, like if that's over like an hour, if that's over a day, but how these trees just grow out and die and they just spread and seed the ground and they just keep spreading around and growing. It's super cool. It's really cool to see something working in the game like that. But that's all I got for this week. It's funny because every week I'm just like, well, I don't know what to talk about next week, so we'll just do it. And then all of a sudden next week rolls around. It's like, oh yeah, I got so much I got to talk about. So fortunately, I filled in another 30 minutes this week. All right.
Are you there?
I'm here. What happened to you? Yes. Are you there? Anyways.
I am.
Okay, cool. Well, let's end it here because 31 minutes. I'm happy with at least get 30 minutes in for these guys.
I'm happy too.
Right on, man. Even though a lot of it was chubby talk, man. It's good, though.
Learn about the pools, guys. They're worth it.
Maybe. All right, guys. Enjoy.
Take care.